Hey, welcome back to a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon. For a treat today, my name is Ramon Ray, your host of the Rundown with Ramon. We have about 30 minutes to go in this brand new edition where all we do is one thing and one thing alone, and that's to help you live your best life or start or grow your business. And I'm so glad you're here today. An eclectic potpourri dish of news and information and insights, all to help you get to the next level. I'm excited today. My Keurig machine recently broke. My wife was kind enough to help our household get another one. I have a cup of Cafe Bustelo just about every single morning, so I kind of missed that little routine. Wasn't so much that I'm addicted to coffee. I get a slight headache if I don't have it, but I'm sure I can get over that. But I got a brand new Keurig machine, and so now I got a brand new Keurig machine to get my fix going on when I need it. And so that's something new in my life. Darlene Thorne, welcome, Darlene. Glad you're here today on the Rundown with Ramon. Good day to you, Darlene. Welcome aboard to the Rundown with Ramon. Glad you're here. And listen, if you joined the Rundown with Ramon today, that could be you, Darlene, or somebody else, and your day's not been so great, well, I'm so glad I can have your day be just a little bit better. And if you join the Rundown with Ramon, Darlene, and your day's been great, well, I'm glad you could join me in being part of, I can join you rather than being part of your great day. So glad to have you here, and glad you're here, Darlene, as well. Don't forget to feel free to tell us what you do. Let us get some information back to your business or what's important to you on this beautiful day today on the Rundown with Ramon. If you didn't know it, I've started 5 companies, sold 3 companies, authored 5 books. I'm here to help you live your best life, start to grow your business. What are we going to talk about today? Well, one from Forbes, how business intuition will shape the future of entrepreneurship. We're going to touch on something from the Wall Street Journal. Big tech has a big cash problem. This is the framework you need to create a brand worth your customers' loyalty and make more money doing it. It's our friends at Entrepreneur. Fast Company writes 7 ways the FCC's broadband labels will make your internet bills easier to understand. We're going to talk about from allbusiness.com video marketing, 6 basic rules. The true cost of attrition, why retention matters more than you think. Jason Pfeiffer, if you're hearing this on LinkedIn, especially tag Jason Pfeiffer, F-E-I-F-E-R, Jason Pfeiffer always writes good content. Executive editor, Entrepreneur. How to profit from your problems, Jason Pfeiffer talks about it. Empathy and understanding are key to motivating modern employees, and I would dare say any employee, any team member. But again, glad you're here, whether you're a small business owner in full-time entrepreneurship, whether you're a small business owner with a side hustle, getting ready to leave a corporate gig, whether you have a full-time corporate gig and you're just listening to get some tips and to hear some inspiration for your day, whether you're a person who's working full-time in the home, taking care of small kids or taking care of maybe your parents or others. Glad you're here today on the Rundown with Ramon. Let's get started with our first tip of the day. And again, welcome to a brand new edition. All right. Welcome back. So let's jump right into it. Kimberly Wyckoff is here. Good day to you, Kimberly. Glad you're here. Good day. Alexandria Nicole. Good day to you, Alexandria Nicole. Glad you're here, Alexandria. I need to get some Rundown with Ramon swag. Who thinks I should get Rundown with Ramon swag? DM me, put it in the chat, put it in the comments. If you provide a solution like that, let me know. Maybe once a month or once a week, we'll give away a big bag of Rundown with Ramon swag to a deserving person. We'll see how we do that if we get that going. All right, let me get going here. The Rundown with Ramon. It's a great day, Darlene, before my time runs out. Ding, 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 ding. How business intuition will shape the future of entrepreneurship. We know this word intuition because we talk about attention oftentimes in our own personal realms. The father had the intuition that something is wrong with his child. The mother had the intuition something is wrong with this person. The intuition, that kind of sixth sense. Ashwin is here. Ashwin, glad you're here today. Good day to you. But there's something called business intuition, says Hulan Hagen as well. He's the founder of the Business Intuition Institute. Duh. And he talks about this aspect of intuition. Old business concepts don't work anymore, in part, I would think. Some don't. To thrive in an unpredictable world, entrepreneurs and executives must leverage the power of business intuition. Let's dive into the transformative role of intuition in business, exploring how it accelerates decision-making, bridges data gaps, fosters creative problem-solving, navigates uncertainty, and cultivates deeper connections with customers. Through understanding the significance of intuition, entrepreneurs can truly grasp its potential to shape the future of entrepreneurship. Business intuition accelerates decision making. Entrepreneurs and executives need to make quick decisions. Understand this, Kimberly. Understand this, Ashwin. Understand this, Darlene. Understand this, Alexandria. Understand this. It doesn't always mean it's going to be the perfect decision. And depending on the type of decision it is, you may fail the first time. But business intuition accelerates decision making. Number two, business intuition, again, talking here from Forbes, bridges the gap between data overload and actionable insights. That's one of the problems that I have. When there's too much data, it's hard for me to move forward. Hard for me to move forward. I know that's not good, but that's just me. So business intuition helps you get rid of the clutter of overloaded data and see how can you translate this to specific actionable insights. Business intuition can be leveraged for creative problem solving. The future of business leadership demands innovation and creative problem solving. Intuition fuels creativity, which is so important. Business intuition can help you thrive in a VUCA environment. VUCA means volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. In an environment like that, business intuition is so important. This doesn't mean it's a perfect decision, but this means based on your experience, based on things you've done, based on things in the past, based on things you've read, based on people around Ashwin, this means that you can still make decisions because you have business intuition, Deborah Williams. Business intuition is so important. And so we need that more in an environment of volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. We need that. Business intuition builds deeper connections with customers. In the book Made in America, Sam Walton, an author, and co-author John Huey, describes Walton's fabled customer commitment. Talking about Amazon, Jeff Bezos as well, maniacal focus on the customer experience. That's business intuition. So what's the conclusion here, writes Hulenhagen? Einstein believed that intuition matters, and he said that he developed his theory of gravitativity when he intuited that someone who is falling does not feel their own weight. And that's where the theory of relativity, or was it theory of gravity, came in. My point being today, yes, gut instinct, I believe, is a real thing. Gut instinct, and it's not really in our stomach there, that pit in our stomach sometimes, but it's our soul, our heart, our mind. From the experiences we've had, the things we've read, the people we've been around, don't ignore the power of business intuition because it can be a game changer in your business. Again, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Glad you're here for a brand new edition. Let's go on with topic number two. Ding, 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 ding. Big tech and the big cash problem. Interesting point, and that indeed they have a big cash problem. This doesn't mean it has to affect you, Alexandra Nicole. Knowing who to work with and who to respectfully decline taps into business intuition. Yes, Alexandra Nicole, 1,000%. You may not have all the answers, but if I know that I can lean on Alexandra Nicole and get her amazing insight, that may help me. So it's not that you have all the answers. Absolutely, Alexandria, but it's you know who to go to get the answer from. Talking about here, businesses have a big, tech has a big cash problem. That's usually something that doesn't impact us, and I'm not going to go into this long, but any acquisitions, companies such as Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft attempt will bring scrutiny and delays. Having more money than you know what to do with used to be a high-quality problem. Now it's just a problem because you have all this money, all this cash. What are you going to do with it? I guess you need to buy up other companies and reinvest it. This is mostly attributable to business models that sell widely used products and services without the sky-high fixed costs common to other industries like Apple and Microsoft. Apple, Microsoft, and Alphabet each produced more than $100 billion in cash from operations last year. Now, oil giant operating cash flow was a little past $55 billion for the same period. What Exxon's doing and the fixed hard assets it needs to operate and do the refineries and all that and ships and all that is a whole nother ball game than Microsoft, Google, and Apple. That's a lot of capital. So what do they do? And doing so effectively has become an even bigger challenge as regulators in the US and around the world have zeroed in on big tech. So bottom line is we don't have that kind of problem. But it's nice to talk about and understand big tech has cash problems, but the warning for us small businesses, Darlene, is this. Make sure your cash flow doesn't become problematic as well. Cash flow, cash flow, cash flow. If you haven't read the book yet, Profit First by Mike Michalowicz, you definitely want to do so. Love what you're saying, Darlene. Overwhelmed and stressed caregivers hire me to show them how to prioritize themselves so they can avoid burnout and provide better care to their loved ones. Darlene, I love that. Please post a link and a summary of this as well so I can put this on the screen as well and share with others. I love this. Caregivers are stressed out people and need all the help they can for sure. We have to know where to go to get them, to get the help, as Alexandra Nicole said. Love this, love this, love this. Keep those tips and insights coming along. Ding, 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 ding. Create a brand worth your customers' loyalty and make more money doing it. Yes, yes, yes. Create a brand worth your customers' loyalty and make more money doing it. How do we do this? Writes Jonathan Breer, an entrepreneur. Engage visitors immediately and build a connection with them. Map the user experience efficiently and demonstrate your value. Showcase your company's success with testimonials and encourage them to take action, whether it's signing up for a newsletter, making a purchase, or booking a consultation. Showcase your company's success, map the user experience efficiently, and demonstrate your value. If you want your customers to pay attention for your brand and invest in you, Dr. Denise is here. Love it, love it, love it. If you want to do this, then you're going to have to build a brand that's worth their time and worth them. What we're doing here in the Rundown with Ramon, I'm excited and happy that people have taken the time to listen to me. I have to show up every single day and have value, or I won't have an audience. You vote with your feet. You vote with your mouse pad, with your clickety-click of your mouse and keyboard. So if you want to build a business whose brand is of value to customers, make sure you show up and serve them every single time. When I was building my event business, we've had 400, 300 people at our events. Lamar Tyler does this with his events, and many of you do these things with your events. You got to be careful how you show up. You got to show up because your customers won't show up if you're not providing them value. This is the name of the game. Anything we're doing, why do we buy with Amazon? People can poo-hoo Amazon, but they got low prices and they got fast, oftentimes same delivery. My Keurig machine broke. My wife ordered it. We had a new one on our porch hours later. You can't beat that. So my challenge for us small business owners, my challenge for you, Dr. Denise, my challenge for you, Darlene, my challenge for you, Deborah Williams, my challenge for you, Ashwin, my challenge for you, Kimberly. What are you going to do to build the brand that are worthy of your customers? Don't get upset if customers don't buy from you. That's not the customer's problem. That's squarely your problem. You have to do the work to convince your customers. You have to do the work to serve your customers. Y'all got me all hot and hotted here. Welcome to a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon. If you're just joining, all we do is ask for about 30 minutes of your time to give you the top things you need to know to live your best life or start or grow your business. We got about 10 more minutes to go on the show, and we'll be over. I'm glad you're here joining us on the Rundown with Ramon. Don't forget to share it out. Take a screenshot, take a picture, hit a share, do a comment, do a like. Let people know this is the place to be on the Rundown with Ramon. Come on. Thank you, Alexandra Nicole, for that. Appreciate that so much. Let's keep going on. Ding, 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 ding. 7 ways the FCC's broadband labels will make your internet bills easier to understand. FCC is doing work to make your broadband bill easier to understand, forcing providers to have better language. Each label will contain 7 bits of information. Come on, Darlene, you must participate. I must participate in my success. Yes, 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 yes. Well, come on, Dr. Denise. How else is there to be? I mean, come on now. Got to show up right. Thank you, Kimberly, for that affirmation. Appreciate it. So take a look at your broadband bill. 7 things the FCC is saying they're going to do. 1, monthly price and contract. Easier to see. 2, whether that price will change after a certain period and what it will change to. Very crystal clear. Complete list of monthly and one-time fees. Very crystal clear. Whether the company participates in the Affordable Connectivity Program, and a link to check if one qualifies. Typical download and upload speeds and latency right on the label. Data cap and price beyond that cap, because sometimes they cap your data if you're using too much, and if you go beyond that, what happens? And then links to network management, zero rating and content blocking and privacy policies. Seems like they'd already do that, but not all companies have. So the FCC is cracking down and saying, hey, we got to make this much easier for customers. But I wanted to go back to something talking about this brand, making a brand that your customers will want and desire. And one thing that the writer says here, acknowledging the writer, Jonathan Breer, right, reading it here from Entrepreneur, applying the hero's journey to your website, the call to adventure, engage visitors immediately, introduce the hero and the guide, building a connection, the journey, mapping the user experience, challenges and trials, demonstrating value, the transformation, showcasing success, the return, encouraging action. More principles for maximizing engagement in conversations. Is it smooth? Is it streamlined? Is it stellar? Is it split tested? These are things you can do, writes Jonathan Breer, founder of Reactive Media, to get the customers that you want and to get the customers that you deserve to have if you put in the work, Kimberly, if you put in the work, Dr. Denise, if you put in the work, Darlene, if you put in the work, Alexandria. But you got to put in the work. I know y'all know that, but it's a reminder. Moving forward, ding, 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 ding. Video marketing for small business. 6 basic rules to understand how to leverage the power of video in your business. I've been doing video for many, many years. My first foray into video, one angle of it started when I was at the United Nations. My boss at the time, his name is Jean-Marc Quacquel. I worked at the United Nations University, a think tank for the United Nations. I worked in the New York office, 2UN Plaza, and we were very academic, talking about modified organs, modified genes and seeds, rather genetic modified seeds and the future of cities, and talking about water purification and all kind of academic things. And I was in the administrative office running our admin side. New doors, new carpets, fresh paint, internship programs, security, petty caches, making sure the office flowed, office supplies, all the things that an office may need. That was my job. And part of our job was also technology and marketing. We had events all the time, and my job was to churn out flyers and market them and work with other organizations to do partnerships. And I learned a lot of what I know today there. We were making it up on the fly. Nobody told us we were doing referral marketing. I just duh, there's other organizations doing events. Let's talk about our event while they're doing in front of their event with their permission. So the point being here is that I was doing video back then, and he taught me, Ramon, we have to telegraph and showcase what we're doing. It's not enough just to do it at the event, but why can't we live stream it? We were doing live stream before live streaming was popular. So my point being, video is a powerful asset in your business, Kimberly. Video humanizes and personalizes your brand. So 6 things you can do. Talking about Carolyn Manning says this, and she writes, don't produce videos just for the sake of having videos. Just because everybody else is doing stupid videos don't mean you need to do stupid, mean videos. Don't just do video because everybody else is doing it. That's 1. Number 2, have a plan in place to measure metrics. Have a plan in place. Number 3, decide where you'll distribute your videos. Analyze what competitors are doing and then do something different. Follow the advice of the creative. There's people who do video for a living. Follow them. Don't try to fit everything into one video. Take your time. This is a short show, 30-minute show. I'm not sharing everything and going for 6 billion hours. I could, like Joe Rogan or somebody, yeah. But you don't have to cram everything in. So video is so powerful, and you're not leveraging the power of video yet. I encourage you to begin to do so. My name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon, and I'm so glad you're here today. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up. And I'm glad you're enjoying the show. Ding, 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 ding. Next up, the true cost of attrition, why retention matters more than you think. I've hired over 100 freelancers on Upwork over the past few years. One of the beautiful, amazing humans that I've gotten to know over the years is Jamie Frayer. We're friends now. She's been with me for many, many years, Jamie Frayer. Recently, I hired May Ann. I've been with her for over a year. She's my executive assistant. And do you know what I asked them when I check in on them? How am I doing as a leader? Are you happy working here? And as time goes on, I check in every few months because they're freelancers. It's not just that they need from me money. No, I need from them too. So I say, will you be here for another few months? Is everything okay? How can I do better? Well, how can this relationship improve to make sure they're going to be there? Attrition hurts. That's why when you find a good video editor, you find a good web developer, you find a good whatever team member it is on your team, you check in with them, pay them well, and you keep them. So important. You keep them and make sure that you are doing good together. Darlene Thorne says, this is some good info. What a way to start the workday. I get to put in the work to get the attention of my clients and customers. Darlene, thank you so much for being a part of the Rundown with Ramon. Glad you're here today. Appreciate you so much. But you got to put in the work. Absolutely. You got to put in the work. And going back to your team members, make sure they enjoy being here. Make sure you're glad they're working here. It can have a huge financial impact, writes Jermaine Williamson in Brains. Recruitment costs, productivity loss, training investment. The cultural impact, morale and engagement, knowledge drain, reputation damage when people leave. So if you want people to stay, focus on the employee experience. If you want people to stay, conduct exit interviews. If you want people to stay, invest in retention strategies. If you want people to stay, foster a culture of continuous improvement. This is the power of keeping people who want to work with you. They don't have to leave, because when they leave, it will mess up your company. Focus on building great experiences and keeping people in your company. I love that. I'm going to start asking my team how I'm doing as a leader. Great advice. Oh, thank you, Alexandra Nicole. Yeah, it's a game changer, because it does go two ways, right? Man, if they leave and they've been with you for 2, 3, 4, 5 years and you build systems around them, man, it can be jarring when they go. So I ask, how am I doing? Are we okay? Are you happy? And if they're not, what can we do to address it? Absolutely. Kimberly says, good information today, sharing with my network. Thank you, Kimberly. Wait a minute. Did I just hear that Kimberly's going to share the Rundown with Ramon with the Kimberly Network? Come on now, making a guy blush. Glad you're here today on the Rundown with Ramon. But the bottom of it says, what can you do to address it? Focus on the employee experience. Conduct exit interviews. Invest in retention strategies. Foster a culture of continuous improvement. This is how you build even a freelance base where your team doesn't leave. Ding, 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 ding. How to profit from your problems, writes my friend Jason Pfeiffer. If you know Jason Pfeiffer, if you're on LinkedIn, he's very active there. Jason, F-E-I-F-E-R, tag him, let him know Ramon Ray's talking about you, Jason. And he talks about from losses to profits. Talks about Sahil Bloom. He has an email newsletter. It reaches 700,000 people. He's an investor, became more passionate about writing. He gained a following on Twitter, started a newsletter, then had a revelation. Writing is a terrible way to earn a living, but he wonders, is there a better way to do what he loves and build a great business? And he looked at what he was spending money on the monthly basis while trying to grow his platform. He spent heavily on design services, video editing services, and back-end newsletter operations. So he asked himself, how can I flip those cost centers into profit centers? So he started launching businesses for creators, a design business, video editing business, and more. Now he has $10 million in revenue. So Sahil wasn't just executing a business strategy. He was reframing the purpose of his work by being a creator himself. He discovered the problems facing all creators, which revealed opportunities he'd never otherwise see. In other words, he did the thing that causes the problems because the problems were his next set of opportunities. This is what to do. It's not just about seeing a problem, but more so importantly, seeing how can you solve the problem that you have and turn the challenge into a solution. Maybe you feel stressed because things aren't going the way they need to be done. Is there a solution for that you can provide to the marketplace? Cassandra's joined us. Thanks, here, Cassandra. Thank you. Shouting out the service-based business owners too. Awesome advice. Feel so fired up and totally already. Ramon. Thank you, Cassandra. Glad you're here. Appreciate it. One more thing to say. Ding, 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 ding. One tip left with in the show. Empathy and understanding are key to motivating modern employees. There's power in empathy, which means that I understand Cassandra, and Cassandra understands me. This doesn't mean, Kimberly, I have to always agree with you. But Alexandria, I should have empathy. I should have some understanding. Some understanding. And if we can't be more empathetic, I dare say we're missing out on the whole human experience. Everybody, I'm glad you took the time to be here today. zoneofgenius.com. Don't miss out on any episode or any insight on zoneofgenius.com. If you want to hear directly from me as well, check me out at ramonemail.com. ramonemail.com. Check it out. Sign up. You'll be pleasantly surprised. I encourage you today, be clear on what you really, really want to do in life and business. Be clear on it. Ask yourself, do you even want to be in business? No, this is not Shark Tank. There's no commercial break. There's no team of 5 sharks waiting for your pitch. Are you hungry enough to get to where you need to be to have the business that you want? What are your prices like? Premium or cheap? If they're premium, you're making a good profit. Pay yourself, pay your team. If they're cheap, you're in a race to the bottom. Ask yourself this: what do you do best? Thank you, Darlene, for being here. Appreciate you being a part of the show. We are solutionists, yes. Alexandria, thanks for showing up. You're probably going to be person number 1 for the Rundown with Ramon swag. We'll see, Alexandria. Darlene, thanks for showing up, being here today. It's been a pleasure to serve you all and join you all today. And I'll see you on the next edition of the Rundown with Ramon. Remember, if I can serve you in some way, just check me out at ramonemail.com. ramonemail.com. Definitely check that out. zoneofgenius.com. Don't miss out. You're just a small taste of what we can do. Be blessed. Have an amazing day. And go make a difference in the life of somebody else. See you next time. That's a wrap. See you next time. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.